Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to ET Journey Home Gaming and tonight's presentation of the TDR Next Gen Cup Series at Dover. Here for the second playoff race of the first round. It is a cutoff race, so 4 drivers are going to get eliminated after tonight, and it's not going to be too much of an issue for anyone here. No one's really under any pressure to get eliminated because we've got guys that have not been showing up, so we won't really have any tight battles for elimination until the next round. But you know, you still want to put yourself in, you know, a good spot. Momentum is definitely a real thing, so you want to go out there and do the best you can tonight. Got Josh with us once again, as always. Josh, what's going on? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Had some mishaps happen yesterday, but everything's all right so far. So won't go into that long story, but I mean, everything's all right, and that's what matters, at least for now. Well, so far Ty Bostic's got the fastest to lap time so far at a 23:43. Right. Yeah, he was, for anybody that wasn't here last week or doesn't remember, Ty was extremely fast at Michigan. Ran up front the whole race, but didn't quite have enough to beat out Tyler Bowers. But he's definitely been running up at the front pretty much every week, so it'd be another one to watch tonight. You know, that's pretty good. We might have to use that one if we end up in that kind of scenario. They certainly are working on that. You know, I may have a little insider scoop on that too. I got a buddy that actually works at Amazon that was actually telling me a little bit about their the program if it actually comes to light, so it'll be interesting to see. if anything comes up during the road, because you actually would be doing all of the deliveries and everything. You work remotely from home, control it all from a computer. So from what I've been watching, it's very loose conditions on the exits of the turns, especially off of turn 2. A couple times I've seen it off of turn 4, but I heard numerous guys talking about how much trouble they were having getting off of the exits. We also want to throw a birthday shout out to Sharon O'Neill. That's pretty much in here watching every single week. If y'all don't know who she is, that is Jim Downham and Jay Downham's sister. So if you're here in chat, then go ahead, type in there to wish Sharon a happy birthday. It's definitely been raining this afternoon. I have not actually looked in several hours, but I definitely know that it has been raining. Couple other guys getting up into the top of the charts. Will Weiser with the 23.47. Dylan Banks with 23.50. It's definitely another track that you want to, you want to take your time, take care of the equipment. It's going to be a very unforgiving racetrack. The wall on the exits of 2 and 4 can come up on you really quick. You think that you're fine, you're not going to hit it, and by the time you realize that you are, it is too late. It's going to be inevitable, and you will smack it. And you will smack it hard and quick. Assure. And this concrete surface is definitely abrasive on the tires too, so Yeah, I definitely like it. The one that I have for the truck series, I've only been able to run it, I think maybe once or twice here recently. There's not been too many races going on with the holidays. It'll definitely be on the plan to do it as long as you know, everything's feeling all right. Yeah.
Got some fast times. Donald takes a spin. Tires are taking a beating. Their practice tires are taking a beating tonight.
So
Junior's got the
we
work.
got some info.
What do we got?
You weren't being heard through the broadcast. Just made an adjustment. Hopefully, you're coming through now.
Oh, all that talking and nobody heard me?
Yeah.
Oh man, what did I
Not.
say?
I'm not sure what technical issue happened there, but
Well, if
just
anybody
have to
can't hear me,
find out
call
if we
me or
can actually
text me.
hear you now. Yeah, you have to chime in if you can hear Josh now. All right, we got the all clear now.
Jim Downham saying couldn't hear me. That's okay, Jim. My wife can't hear me either half the time, so sorry about that, buddy. Okay. Well, now that you can hear me, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sharon. Everybody out there in YouTube land, wish Sharon O'Neill a happy birthday. Thanks for tuning in tonight, one of our faithful followers and watchers. And if you are tuning in, please make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share. ET Drone Home Gaming, Ethan does, myself as well. Absolutely appreciates it, all the support. I love that you give us week after week when we're here. Love doing it for you. We don't get paid to do it, but man, we love doing it. So thanks for all the support. We do appreciate it. And we love iRacing. We love sim racing. So that's another reason why we do it. It's for the love of sim racing. It's for the love of our teammates and friends and Tyler Daniels Racing. And we do it for them. We do it for you. Well, so the checker flag does drop here on practice. So we're going to get into 2 laps of qualifying. They get 10 minutes to throw their 2 laps down here at Tyler Daniels Racing League. So we're going to see some cars start heading out. Some will lay back to see what others are putting down for times to see if they can beat them and get higher on that pole, on that pylon here at virtual Dover Downs Speedway. Old school people, Dover Downs is what they used to call Dover. I remember it as Dover Downs.
Yeah, it was known to be that for quite a long time.
Wasn't it a horse track before it was a racetrack? Am I correct?
Yeah, ran it right in the infield.
And down the stretch they come. My favorite. I don't know. Was it? Remember Vine? Oh my gosh, Vine was the greatest. But there was a great one. There was a horse named Hoof Hearted, like a hoof, and then his hearted. But if you say it quick, sounds like he's saying Who farted? And all the kids will have fun with that one. Who farted in the winner's circle? So far, we got some times coming in. Dale Weiser in the 30, put down a 24.171. Ty Bostic in the 22, edged him out 23.453. Dana Shepard holding on to fourth with a 24.255. Derek Donna, at 215. Machine laid down a 24.36. Dale Weiser comes back in the second lap with a 23.441, but then Ty Bostic comes back on his second lap, edges him out with 23.361. Tyler Daniels still holding on to third with a 23.653. Dale Power in the number 18 coming in with a 23.789. Bob Burlew in the number 66 came in with a 23.885. Some of these guys are taking their second laps. Will Weiser in the 00 throwing down a 23.282 to edge out Ty Bostic for the P1 spot. Still a handful of guys about to come back, take some laps here, so we'll see what happens.
Will got ever so slightly quicker on that second lap.
Yeah.
Oh, big slide.
Oh, he took a big hit on the inside. Lost the whole front clip. Now they're going to be busy fixing that bad boy up.
I'm gonna say Dylan was probably had a really good lap going and gave it everything that he had, and it was just a little too much. And it's definitely frustrating when you're in that position, especially if you're using the delta bar and it shows you in the green, and you're trying your hardest to make sure that you stay in it. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Dylan Banks putting down a 23.390, taking the third spot at this time. Ryan Walters in the playoffs here at TDR, 23.413 for the fourth spot. Still some other guys going out, so we'll see where everybody lines up here. About a little over 5 minutes to go in qualifying. Some guys that are on the track now taking some extra possible practice laps. Another notable driver in the top 10, got the 69 of Andrew Busy Biznett. Pulling up the 7th spot, threw down a 23.509. Jim Townham in the 28, threw a 23.569, so he's looking to start in the top 10. Tyler Daniels in the 9th spot, 23.608. Jeremy Gaiman, the 09 Chevy, 23.645 for the 10th spot. So that's a pretty strong front 10 at this time when the green flag drops.
It looks like everyone that's going to most likely take a lap has already done so. We've got 6 guys that have not gone out and put a time down. Got a feeling they're probably not going to go out there at this point. Less than 4 minutes to go, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the point standings going into this race. And here you'll see all of the drivers in the white are currently in a position to advance into the next round, and the ones in the red are on the outside looking in. You'll also notice that there are 5 drivers there in red. Dale Power being one of them, but Dale is here tonight, so he will be receiving some points. David Tremblay, Dustin Scruggs, Brian Boyd, Devin Zimmerman. Those 4 guys are not here. They were not here last week. So those will be the 4 that get eliminated after tonight. Dale will move up into that 12th spot and have a shot to fight on next week. See if he can't get into the round of 8. But fortunately for a lot of these guys, there's no pressure tonight. Um, the bottom 4 that are eliminated pretty much already set in stone, and just go out and try to run a good race, and hopefully not be in a precarious situation once we get back from the holidays and get back going again.
Yeah, in going on that, I absolutely don't think that any of the playoff drivers tonight really need to push it too hard. They don't really need, I mean, some of the points there at the stage break or what we call the stage break halfway, where they do get some extra points, can help in the playoffs. But overall, I think if you're running in the playoffs, you're safe right now. There's no reason to run hard. Take it easy, have a good race, have a fun race right here before Christmas. No reason to get your blood going, blood pressure up. No, no reason for any of that. Just take it easy, have a fun race, and see where it comes out at the end, where you can try to push it. So that's the way I would run it. Let's see what it's going to be interesting to see how their mentality or what their mindset and mind frame is going to be tonight, going into the holiday break here. But I would take it easy running in the playoffs. No reason to push it. No reason to be aggressive. I think just run your race, see where you end up at the end, and then push it there.
You can also look at it from the flip side, and you know that there's no way that you're going to get eliminated tonight, so you can possibly take some risks that you wouldn't want to. But last week we didn't really see any cautions. I think maybe one, and but I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. I think we're probably going to see a few.
Yeah, I was just about to say, maybe not too many last week, but I have a feeling what we were seeing in practice, we may see a few cautions tonight. So that could mess up some people's game plans. That could fall right into their laps. So it'll be interesting to see tonight. Love Dover. I know you do too.
All right, well, it looks like everyone again has already gone ahead and done their qualifying, so no one's going to be going out to get a lap at this point. We can go ahead and take a look at our grid here in just a moment. All right, there it is. All right, so we got Will Weiser winning the pole, getting a bonus point. Ty Bostic second, Dylan Banks third, Ryan Walter fourth, Dale Weiser fifth, Dale Power in sixth. Real good qualifying job by him. Andrew Bisnett seventh, Jim Downham eighth, Tyler Daniels in ninth, Jeremy Gaiman 10th, Chuck McDonald 11th, Bob Burlew in the 12th position. Then we've got Dana Shepard in 13th, Derek Donna 14th, Toby Collins 15th, David Brown 16th, Mike Matherly 17th, Tracy Wooten 18th, Marty Brown 19th, Lonnie Mixon 20th, Cody Sayers 21st, Robert Trask rounding out the field in 22nd.
Well, they got through all the driver introductions. They've already gotten the command to fire the engines. The national anthem has played. The pit pace car will be pulling off here in a few moments to lead these guys around for a warm-up lap.
And
79 degrees, partly cloudy, a little bit breezy. Not too breezy, but a little breezy today. That won't play into effect to them too much.
got a track temp of 106. And
Yeah.
for this 100 lap race, fuel window is anywhere like 90 to 95 laps, so they can't quite make it all the way on fuel. It'd be interesting to see what kind of strategies get played out. If anybody just tries to cut the race in half if we go green, or if we have any other kind of scenarios with cautions. Pit road speed 35, very, very slow pit road, one of the hardest pit roads to get to in all the tracks of NASCAR, so we'll be watching for pit road penalties for speeding. And then everyone's got unlimited sets of tires and one fast repair.
Yeah, pit road entry is key here too, especially when you need to get in there. The banking is pretty high in 3 and 4, and coming down there if you don't hit it just right. Get on that banking. These cars will upset a little bit, and you'll spin out going into the pits. I've done that a few times here at this track, so I want to definitely keep an eye on that. As the pace car is about to come off here, we're going to go green flag racing. Green flag has dropped. Here we go. Away we go.
Really bad start there for Will Weiser. Ty Bostic gets a huge jump from the second spot, goes to the lead.
A lot of side-by-side action here on the first lap.
Will's not wasting
So
any
far,
time fighting back for that P1 position here. Looking to the inside.
Everybody seems to be taking it easy from there on back.
We saw Dylan Banks be really aggressive as well in the last few weeks, so we know he'll be wanting to hunt Will down. We got one car up in the wall there.
Seems like he held it there, so everybody will get around him so far.
Oh, Ty Bostic down there.
Yeah. Way low on the inside.
Must have gotten really loose. Gonna have a lot of work ahead of him now to get back up to the front.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's actually going to the pits.
Something wrong with that car? Something broke?
Huge implications right there for this race.
Yeah, because if you have to pit now with no yellow flag going on, you're going to lose 2-3 laps, depending on how much service you got to get or how much damage you have. Everybody seems to just single file. They're not really pushing it too much right now.
A lot of battling going on back here. A lot of different lines being used. Some low, some high.
It Looks like they were thought about going 3 wide for a moment there, but the 17 and 27 backed out, so that they just stayed single file. It was a smart call. Yeah, up 5 spots to 24. Toby Collins is up 5 spots. Dana Shepard is up 4 spots since the green flag drop. Mike
Okay.
Mallory in the 21's up 5 spots as well.
So is Cody Sayers and Robert Trask, both of them also gaining 5 positions each.
Tyler Daniels in the 25 has gained 3 spots since we've gone green flag here.
Take a quick look back at Ty Bostic now, back out on the track, and it looks like he is currently 3 laps down. He'll be fighting here to try to get back down to 2. As Dylan Banks has really been working on Will. He's going to his outside now.
And a new leader. Possibly here. Oh, I see the 21 got in the wall. Heavy contact with that right outside wall.
Yeah, the 21 of Mike Maddow you can see here. Lots of damage on that right side. He's going into the pits now.
Yeah. There's the 66 looking to put a little bit of pressure on the 25 with Tyler Daniels. A few car lengths back, but seems to be gaining a little bit here and there.
Riding along with David Brown, one of the guys that's been moving up 5 spots right now.
A great rear camera shot looking back at the car behind him. I think that's 44 Dana Shepard behind him. Right along the 24, Toby Collins, front view.
Another guy making his way towards the front, up 8 spots from the drop of the green.
Making money moves. He's like holding the middle of the high line there. You'll see everybody likes to have different lines. There's some take low, some go middle to high. One of the updates to iRacing in the past couple weeks is the tire rubber laydown on the track. You should start seeing some buildup there from the lines that they're taking. You can see some of it in the corners there where it's starting to darken. Supposed to see it darken up a little bit more with the new update, iRacing Simulator, which also plays into your grip and your handling capabilities of your car. And you'll see people taking different lines to see what works best with their machine, getting around this 1 mile track at Dover. Yeah, looks like he's got about a 5-car gap behind that second place of the double O. And he's just looks like he's just riding at this point, just taking it smooth, keeping that line lap after lap, trying to keep that gap. Very quick, but they're going to be coming up on some lap traffic here soon. You can see some of those cars when you pan away. Um, you see that they are coming up on lap traffic. Less than a stretch apart from the leader in the lap car. So the next 3 or 4 laps, I say they'll be definitely into some lap traffic. They may affect their speeds a little bit. Got 25 laps down to 100 here. We know they have to pit once. It's a 44. Dana Shepard trying to take a look outside of the 18. They've been fighting back and forth a little bit. Jim Downham looking on the inside, trying to take that spot. So that going back on what I was saying before, you'll see those 2 lines come into play. Some guys like taking that high line. Sometimes some of the guys like taking the low line. Is Jim's still working on trying to get around that car? It looks like a whole bunch of people just got by. Yeah, Dylan's falling back. Yeah, that's enough to get Will to get around them. No yellows out. Yeah, we got a yellow flag here. Looks like the '09's around. Jim Downham in the 28. The '09 is involved. Jeremy Gaiman. Oh, looks like Jim got really loose and Jeremy had nowhere to go. Oh, and got involved. Looks like there's just nowhere to go there. Jim got playoff drivers there involved in that. Yeah. I think Dylan's breathing a big sigh of relief for that one there because he did get loose and which enabled the double O to get around him, and then Ryan Walters in the 30 were catching him quickly. Oh, we got some pit road. Yeah, as you getting into pit road, that's that drop down. Uh, with these next gen cars and the splitters that they have underneath, you got to take that coming off the high banks. You got to take it just right, or you're going to have problems getting into pit road. I've had many problems here myself trying to get onto pit road, especially with hot tires. Yeah, it's good to see that he was able to tow out, not to cause any more problems for any of the other drivers trying to get on the pit road. Just see pretty much everybody will be taking fuel and tires here, as I would as well. The track temperature has cooled down to 100 degrees, so this set of tires are I think are going to wear differently than the last set and that last run that they had before this caution flag, because the temperature has gone down a little bit on that track. Sigh of relief for him. Yeah, I'd like to know too, for sure.
Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, what happened on the initial start, he jumped the start, Will didn't go, and he went, and that caused a black flag, so he had to serve it. So, but I feel bad on TDR. We don't clear black flags, but um, he was a little bit more aggressive on the start than Will was, and so he got black flagged. Absolutely. Yeah, just gotta take her time, and the cars just come around on real quick. Didn't expect it, so I've been running easy all the way through, saving tires, and it just came around real quick. So, all
Good
right,
luck.
buddy.
Keep it cool.
All right, thank you. Yep.
Well, interesting turn of events with the 44 having to serve a black flag penalty, but I'm sure he'll shake it off and get back into the rhythm and see where he can get up.
Oh, you're okay.
Dana's one of those drivers where he can shake it off. He can get back into the groove. He'll make his way, collectively make his way back up through the pack and try to fight for those podium spots again. So he'll shake it off. He'll be okay. Tough to see, but he'll get through that all right. Green flag has already gone back. We smoothly have gotten back to green flag racing. Into the radio, there wasn't really much chatter on that restart, so it looks like everything went smoothly. Some of that side-by-side racing that Dover's known for is going on. So taking a look at a couple of those side-by-side battles. 44, a topic of discussion. 44 is on the outside of the 09, trying to make his way back up. 17 putting some pressure on the 66. I'm just taking a look back here through the running order. Dylan Banks still holding on to that lead over the 00 of Will Weiser. Dale Weiser in the 3rd spot. Ryan Walters pulling up now back in the 6th. Dana Shepherd, Putney, Vermont, right on the Massachusetts-Vermont border. So it's like the first town when you're driving up Interstate 91 through Massachusetts, getting right up there past Orange, Mass. Very first stop there is Putney, Vermont. Cute little town before you get up to the Brattleboro area, where Dana's from. Dana also does some real-life racing, real life out there in the New Hampshire area and Vermont, probably some of the Massachusetts tracks. Wreck, caution on the track. Yeah, it looks like Ryan got really loose on that exit, connected with the 25. The 25 ended up connecting with the 17. So that track and those tires are really coming into play. Ryan Walters and that 49 Mission 22 machine just got loose and collected up Tyler, who collected up the 19 or 17. As we take a look here on the replay, see, he just got loose and Tyler had nowhere to go. Come down and yeah, but yeah, it's unfortunate for Trask in that incident there. Hopefully they'll be able to get back into their, in the pits. The teams can do what they got to do. If they got to pull out the backup from the hauler, use that fast repair, pull out the other car. Something they may have to do here. Some other takers on this yellow flag coming down for some pit road service by their teams. Some tire takers I'm seeing here under caution. No, I don't see he's disconnected as of yet, so maybe he's. Oh yeah, no, I do see that he has opted to bring it back to the garage area and throw it on the hauler and get a head start out of Dover. Get ready for the holidays with the family and friends. So sorry to see he had a tough night tonight, but Merry Christmas, Tyler and Mrs. Daniels and the Tyler Daniels family. With the 22 and a nice Christmas scheme. He's coming down for some pit service here. A late taker under this caution. Still looking at Dylan Banks holding the lead. The 00 of Will Weiser in second. The 30 of Dale Weiser in third. Fourth is Toby Collins. Fifth, look at that, up 8 spots. Dana Shepherd in that 44. So that black flag really didn't affect him too much. He kept it calm, cool, collected, moving his way up. Running in sixth, we got the 17 of Robert Trask, who was involved in some little melee, little incident earlier. 7th to 12 of David Brown. 8th of 66 of Bob Burlew and his Toyota machine. 9th, 69 of Andrew Bisnet. 28th of Jim Downham, who was involved in a previous incident, made his way back up to the top 10. So as long as you're showing some patience here, it looks like you're going to get through. You're still going to get through on the playoffs. So Sorry, I was taking a sip of coffee here. It was a long day for me. On this caution break, I'm gonna have to put it out there and see has everybody got all their shopping done? Just putting it out there before that I haven't gotten anything done. Hope everybody else has got their shopping done. So put it out there to everybody in YouTube land. You got all your shopping done? You still got some left. Love to hear what's going on in your Christmas world this holiday season. Keeping it tight but clean. That was nice. Yeah. Moving up through that field nicely. Look at him. Toby Collins got 12 spots up. Look at that. Running at third. And Sharon O'Neill says she still needs to get a few more gifts. Looks like Paul said nope, but zero shipping. Bought Mama Voss. Oh yeah, yellow flag's out. Got Mama Voss her present. I saw that. Why?
Yeah, I'm here. How are you, Ethan?
What's up, Lonnie?
Man, I'm here to tell you, I had just almost gotten my car fixed up from that first deal with me and Marty, but I'm back down here to put a shine on it one more time.
Yeah, he buffed it out real quick. Good for you, Lonnie. Yeah, you're running strong in there. How's the track feeling? Is it still kind of slippery? And
Oh my
I
gosh, it
is
is.
it?
It is
Yeah.
like proverbial. Oh my gosh, I got 3 minutes of optionals. I should have taken my quick repair.
Yeah, well, the track was up there. It got down to 100 degrees for a little while, but now it's back up to 102. So I do assume it's going to stay slick. Hopefully, you still have some tires left for the remainder of this race.
Well, they gave us some pretty good news there that we're going to have unlimited tires.
Well, then
So
listen. Be like the way Larry Mack always thinks is just take them tires. You coming down, just take them tires. So Larry Mack it tonight, Lonnie.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go back around and use my quick repair because car just kind of feels weird. So I don't want to go another lap down. Thanks, Ethan. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, you're welcome. Have fun.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Lonnie's a good guy. I like running with him. He cracks me up. Knowledgeable too with setups and things like that. So
Hey, yeah, how we doing?
what's up, Derek?
Y- Yeah, no hard feelings anywhere. These cars are real loose on this track, so anything can happen at any time. So
Well, I think you're doing really good. You're learning lots of stuff here. I know you're new to the league, and iRacing is relatively new to you. So I think you're doing an absolutely great job. Just keep at it. Learn as much as you can, lap after lap. We're all very proud of you, and we're welcoming you into the league. It's fun to have you here. Is there any shout outs you want to give while we have you, real quick, before we go green flag?
yeah, sure. First of all, Dana Shepard for getting me into iRacing, and then the whole crew over at the DP for accepting me and bringing me in. It's a great time.
That's awesome. Well, hey, look, good luck to you for the rest of the race. Hope you get fixed up and get back out there, learn some more. Keep running laps. You're doing good.
I'm doing what I can. Thank you.
You got it, Derek. We did go back green flag racing here while we had Derek in the booth. And looking at it, looks like Dylan Banks has maintained that lead. Toby Collins we got running in second here. Not too that much of a gap behind, so one little slip up and he could take that. What are you seeing over on your end, Ethan?
I'm seeing that I was accidentally muted on the broadcast there, so that's my mistake.
Oh, heck yeah.
Apologize for that. Both of us. Oh, big moment there for similar moment right off turn 4 like he did earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we had you. Your mic wasn't coming through earlier. I had to make it even, I guess. But just so everyone can be filled in. It's just a matter of we were just talking to Lonnie and Dana, obviously getting their perspective on what happened there.
And then just as I was saying that, it was like one little slip up, but that could get Toby Collins could end up taking the lead, and not even a lap after that. That exactly what happened. So it's kind of like the broadcaster curse. We mentioned it, and it happened. So my apologies out to that 48 of Dylan Banks. That's the broadcaster curse.
Dylan again sliding there.
Yeah, and he's really pushing. He's trying to get back up.
We got to remember he was also on those older tires.
Yeah. I think he's just got to take a couple deep breaths and get his line back and ride it like the roller coaster that Dover can be. Hold that line, just lap after lap.
Now we saw Will Weiser was second when he came into pit road. He came out around 11th or so. Currently, he's situated back here in the 10th position.
He's lost some spots.
So, under green flag conditions, it's a lot to try to make up ground on a track like Dover. So, we'll see if it's enough over the next about 40 laps here.
Action should start heating up if they don't start taking it easy, and they want to start pushing it. So we might see some action heating up here. Your parent saying about Derek, maybe some things that Santa's bringing Derek. What we don't, Ginger, we don't want to ruin. Santa doesn't want to ruin the surprise now, so we won't go saying that. And Sharon said, Ethan, she thought you went to go get a snack. No, that's what I was about to do. I don't think Ethan was, but no. iRacing 2, Ethan and Josh, 0 for the night.
That is correct.
No, Ethan actually went over to Dover Downs, the casino. I think he went to go put a couple quarters in the slot machine there. That's exactly what you were probably doing, weren't you? You're trying to go make some extra Christmas money.
Look at this. Look at this comeback. Ty Bostic back out front after being 3 laps down.
Look at him. That's a TIE fighter. There it is. I got it in there, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a perfect way to use it.
Got it in there. Got a TIE fighter right there. I used the Force, Ethan. It's strong with this one. You a Star Wars fan or a Star Trek fan?
Star Wars for sure.
There you go. So I like both. I'm more of a Star Wars fan because I grew up in the 80s, so I was still watching old Star Trek, and then those movies, Star Trek the movie came out, and then The Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock. Look at me. I'm not even a Trekkie, but I know him. But I grew up in the best of both of those worlds in the 80s. So people before me were just Star Trek fans and not, Star Wars fans. So my era was more Star Wars fans. And then, you go to Trekkie conventions, and now you see people dressed up with Star Wars. It's almost like they've kind of just embraced each other, the Star Trek realm and the Star Wars realm. It's 2000 and almost 24, and they've just embraced each other. So I love to see that. I saw a picture once of a Red Away team and some stormtroopers hanging out together. If any of you guys are out there, science fiction fans, you'll get that reference. They're both horrible shots. They were hanging out together, the Star Trek Red Away team and the stormtroopers. I was looking up there. Ty Bostic still holding that lead. Looks like he's got about a 4/10 second of a gap over Toby Collins. Dale Weiser still holding onto the 3rd spot. Andrew Bisnett running up there in the 4th spot in that 69 machine. And Will Weiser has made his way back up a little while ago. He was in 10th, and somehow magically he's got back up to 5th. The 12th of David Brown running in the 6th spot. He's up 10 spots on the day. And again, that notable mention, the 15 spots of Robert Trask in that 17 Toyota machine. Dana Shepard holding his own in the 8th spot in that 44 DEP Racing Chevy Camaro. He is up 5 spots of the day, holding on to 8th. He did have a black flag, that he did serve and took care of. Dylan Banks, that 48, was holding the lead for a while, very strong tonight, but he has run into some issues. If you're joining us late now, he's running back in the 9th spot in that 48 Ally Chevy machine. And Bob Burlew, another playoff contender, is holding strong in that 6th spot in the 66 Toyota Camry. as we were taking a look at him running behind those two cars. Now my eyesight's getting bad, so I gotta zoom in a little bit to see who he's running with. But a little bit of action there side by side with the 17 and Bob Berlew, and 17 of Robin Trask is like single filed it, but now there's going to be some double wide coming out here. Really tight there between Jim and Chuck McDonald. And Chuck McDonald, I run with him. He'll be 3-4 laps down. He's like the Ryan Newman. He doesn't give you an inch, and I like Chuck. He's one of our neighbors there from up north in Ontario, eh? And he doesn't give you an inch. He's like Ryan Newman. I'm sure you've experienced that a few times, Ethan.
Yeah, Chuck is definitely fits the Ryan Newman persona very well.
Yeah.
You know, you could be coming up to lap him, and you'd be like, well, if I'm lapping you, you're not as quick as me, but he somehow finds speed and makes it extremely difficult to get by.
Yeah, I've run into that. It's still fun to run around him, though. He does it. He got a little loose there, but he does it cleanly. He doesn't do it to, he doesn't run up on your bumper or anything like that. He doesn't try to, intentionally take you out. He does it really cleanly. So it's fun to run around him, but knowing when you come up near him, it's going to be a tough run when you get up near him. So be ready. You better white knuckle that steering wheel on your sim rig, because it's going to be a tough go with him. But it's fun with him up there in Angus, Ontario. I'll have to look that up. I want to see where that is real quick. My wife's family is all from Canada, as I call it. They hate when I say that, from Canada. But let's see where Angus is. I'd like to see where that is. Angus, Ontario.
Ryan Walter there in the wall.
Oh boy.
I know that he's not having the night that he'd like to be having.
No, it's been a tough night for him too, but you just got to remember, you guys out there in the playoffs, just run it smooth. There's
Looks like
really
he's
no
gonna
pressure
tow.
tonight. Yeah, maybe he's had it.
We got another car that sounds like it's, and he just disconnected.
Ryan Walter having a tough night. He decided to bring it to the garage area, pack it up on the hauler as well, and head home early for the holidays. He's probably singing, "I'll be home for Christmas." And you know what? Actually, I hope he has a great Christmas. Ryan's another one of my teammates over at DEP Racing. And I hope he has a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Ryan Walter. We take a look at Andrew Biznett. Don't call him Andy, call him Andrew, but we call him Busy. Having a good run tonight from Stillwater, New York, up in my area. I mean, we don't really consider New York part of New England, but it is right next door. All my friends and family know that I anything above Albany I like. Anything below Albany I really don't like. I'm a Boston sports fan. Me and Ethan have a love-hate relationship with baseball. He's an Orioles fan, and he's a die-hard Orioles fan, and I'm a die-hard Red Sox fan. So we don't really hate each other too much, or team-wise for that. But we don't like the Yankees. We don't like Tampa Bay. We don't like Toronto, eh?
Yeah,
from
can't say
Stillwater,
so.
And I called him Andy. Andrew Biznett, Stillwater, New York. I do like Cooperstown. That's a fun place to be. If you're a baseball fan, you should go to Cooperstown. There's a lot of great places to visit around there. Angus, Ontario's around the Toronto area is what it looks like. So I was
We just had we got a battle for the lead here.
Who's going at it? Who's going at it?
Dale Weiser's taking the lead away from Ty Bostic.
He's been looking
And,
strong tonight too, that 30 car. So I'm not gonna.
Those guys better watch out, because Will has come into the picture now, sitting there in the 4th position.
Did he take tires on that last pit stop there? Because I know you were saying that he wasn't. Caution on the track. Caution on the track. So
Lonnie
I know you were saying
Mixon.
he didn't take tires. Oh, we had Lonnie up here in the booth a little while ago. I hate to hear that, but I do know you were saying that Will hadn't taken any tires, so he's
No,
got some.
it was referring to the guys that stayed out to not and chose not to take tires
Oh,
versus
yeah.
Will who went in and did.
Will, who did? So he found some speed there to move himself up in the fourth, but yeah, it looks like Trask and Lonnie got into it. Broadcast cursed? I hope not. So the double O has found some speed, found himself in the fourth spot. His dad, Dale, in the 30th is during this caution flags, found him in the lead as they all come down pit road. Ty Bostic in the 22, still holding on to that second spot. Toby Collins up 12 spots on the day, is holding on to the third. Fifth, Dana Shepard up 8 spots on the day, holding on to fifth. They're coming down pit road here.
Most likely the last pit stop for tires
Yeah,
this
and
race.
I know
Now,
everybody will be taking tires here.
now that we're under 20 laps to go, I can't imagine anyone's going to come back down again
No.
for
No,
any
they'll have plenty
reason.
of gas. They'll have plenty of fuel. They'll have plenty of tire grip here, what they need. As Will Weiser stops in his pit. Right sides go up on him. We have the 48 stopping in his pit. The right side goes up on him. Left side goes up on the 00. Also on the 22. 30 gets away. 24. Did the 24 get ahead of? It looks like maybe the 24 may have gotten ahead of the 00 there. So it might be the same lineup coming back out. Let's see how they line up here.
Looks like
Definitely
Toby did beat Will out.
Toby did beat Will out. Yep.
So it's go time now. Short run, everyone's on the same equal tires.
Notable mention here, the 12 with David Brown's looked like he's lining up 6, so he's up 10 spots on the day. Bob Burlew up 5, will be on 7th on the restart. Jim Downham in the 28th, 8th on this restart. Busy Biznett, 69 machine on the 9th, and Donald. Oh, no, Dylan Banks. Sorry, Dylan Banks looks like he's in 10th. Everybody will have fresh tires. Well, about less than 20 laps to go as we get going back green here. Track temperature's down to 99 degrees, so it has cooled a lot. It's going to be fast going these last laps here to the green, or sorry, to the checkered flag. Going through there, so we have and Dana Shepard 5th. Yes, Dylan Banks I was right. He will be starting 10th on the restart. Fresh tires. It's going to be fast and hectic. They are getting double filed up here for the restart. Pace car will be dipping down. We're going to go green flag racing again here. One more lap.
Are we going to have another caution, or are we going to get to the green? But all I know is that this is definitely going to be exciting here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to these final laps. 14 to go with this green flag dropping. see that Dale did get a little good jump
Toby's
there.
looks like Toby's gonna have a good run. Oh no!
Oh, boss. Yellow is out. And there's still some
Oh, and
stuff.
we just a huge. There's the big one for the night.
Yeah. A lot of. Oh, man.
It looked like Toby had a really good run there on the back stretch, or coming out of turn 2, but he got loose.
Yeah, right in front of the double O. Which ended up, if I'm correct, which ended up collecting the 22 at the same time.
You start to see here, you can see the back end stepping out,
Yeah,
the
there
front
he
end's
is.
going in towards him. I mean, it's a product of hard racing there at the end, and you don't give as much as you would at other times of the race.
Yeah. Double O just squeaks by there.
Look
So
at
didn't
Dana Shepherd just barely getting through
Danish
there.
Shepherd just got by there too. Yeah.
David Brown gets through, Bob Berlew, Dylan Banks.
Yeah, good avoidance by the
Unfortunately,
double O and the
Jim
44.
Downham with a big hit, Andrew Bisnet with a big hit there at the inside wall, Chuck McDonald there with another big hit.
Yeah. On the 04 afterwards, the 215 is, Derek Donna's been having a tough night as it is, but then he's getting slowed down in the 04. I think ended up backing up into him. Unfortunately, yeah, 28 gets hit again by the 04. You could see the 28 going down to the inside there.
It's definitely unfortunate for Ty. It's nothing he did wrong there, obviously, and he was, did a lot of work to get back up to where he was, to
Yeah,
fight for a chance for the win tonight, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get that done tonight.
yeah, it was a hard hit.
Well, even though we've, Ty's been kind of removed from this potential win scenario here, I still say that we've got 3, if not 4, still of the strongest cars in the field here now. Dale Weiser, Will Weiser, Dana Shepherd, David Brown, that are going to start here on these first 2 rows.
Yeah, this thing isn't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. There's 10 laps to go. A handful of very strong cars up there in the front, so I expect to see people slicing and dicing and making some moves. A little bit of the driver chatter I heard. There was some apologies going on for that wreck, so trying to make sure there's no hard feelings here going into the Christmas holiday break. And it was probably, going into the broadcast, I was saying, hey, guys, you probably should take it easy. You're not really no much pressure here and things like that. And it's been the exact opposite. So 1 for you, 0 for me on that call, Ethan. They're racing hard no matter if you're in the playoffs or not. There's some heavy racing going on here tonight. Tyler Daniels Racing League on ET Drone Home Gaming on YouTube. It's getting heated up here.
I believe we're going to get the 1 to go this time by.
Yeah, the lights will go off on the pace car next time by. It'll dip down, and we will have Dale and Will Weiser starting outside from each other. Dana Shepherd and David Brown starting behind them. Bob Berlew and Dylan Banks setting up behind them. Robert Trask and Andrew Bennett in the 69. Jim Downham and Ty Bostic running up 9th and 10th on this restart. The pace car will be dipping down here so we can go green flag racing. They will be 8 laps when they cross the line to take the green flag. I think most of the drivers out here got fixed up the best they could. Everybody's looking pretty clean. for the most part. It dips down. Green flag's out. We will have 8 laps to go. Good jump by Dale Weiser in the 30. And the double O will fall in right behind him.
Will's going to have a run to his inside.
With some side-by-side battling here, that'll allow that 44 to probably
Dylan getting loose back there behind these guys.
Everybody's opting to stay single file for right now. Too much pressure from any driver going through back on the field.
Yeah, both Dale and Dana both pushing it really hard there out of turn 4. Both of them come really close to hitting the wall.
Looks like Will just brushed the wall there. No, we have a caution. We have the 04 and the 69 together in the wall. Not big contact, but one spun and then they got into the wall. Yeah, it looks like the
Just
69 bounced off the wall.
Yeah, very similar scenario to some of the other wrecks that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, he bounced off the wall. Chuck McDonald was right there on his inside and just was able to adored him just enough to get him to turn in front of him and just collected him there on out. Watching that replay, looks like that wreck happened forever.
These guys are going to get at least one more shot at Will.
Yep. 5 laps to go under caution. Tyler Daniels Racing League in the Next Gen Racing Series. Running order as it stands under caution, it's still the same. Will Weiser in first, Dale Weiser in second. The 44, Dana Shepard in third. The 48, Dylan Banks in running fifth. My screen changed too quick. Sorry about that. David Brown's holding the 4th spot. Dylan Banks holding the 5th. Bob Burlew in the 66th, holding the 6th spot. Robert Trask, 7th. 28, Jim Downham holding the 8th spot. Ty Bofsick still holding the 9th. Marty Brown now holding the top 10. So still some heavy players here running in the top of the field with 4 laps to go. Going to have what it takes to track down Will, get past him with 4 laps to go. Stay tuned, everybody. We're going to find out really soon here. Looking at the YouTube under caution, back into the chat. Looks like Ginger Parent said one kid is into iRacing and one kid who's in tractor pull. Santa's broke. Yeah, I would say probably tractor pulling is a little bit more expensive than iRacing, but iRacing can get expensive depending on how serious you want to get. And then Ginger said after that was a tough one to watch. Dana must have been thinking skinny thoughts to get by. Oh yeah, that wreck where Dana and Will had just gotten by on that. Ginger thinks, are we going to see a couple green-white checkers? And I said, well, definitely one for sure. So we are about to go green flag on this green-white checkered. 1 of 3. 3 attempts to get this race finished before it's called. Lights are off on the iRacing pace car. It's going to dip down to pit road. There's some machines looking angry out there to try to get that lead, so looking for someone to try to make some moves early and get ahead. Car's off.
Good restart's going to be crucial. Dana didn't get quite the restart that he was going to need. Will jumps out to an easy, about 4, almost 5 car length lead now.
We're going to have a 3-car battle for second to third.
White flag is out.
White flag's out. Dana Shepard going to be looking on the inside of the 30, but then you'll have the 48 looking on the inside or outside of 44. They single filed it out. Probably about as much as they're going to have for tonight. Let's see, going into the last turn. Yeah, it looks like that's how it's going to end up lining up.
Will Weiser's going to get the victory here at Dover in playoff race number 2. Dale Weiser finishes second. Dana Shepard rounds out the podium finishers.
There was some hard racing there at the end for the second, third, and fourth spot. Those 3 drivers were really trying to get around each other, but also, maintain their space at the same time. As we look at the double O, throwing out some donuts there in the front spot, or front stretch. Everybody taking their cool down laps and getting into their pit and let's wrap it up for the Christmas season.
Ooh.
Hey Will, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, congrats on getting the win tonight. Very interesting way that this race played out for you, I'd say. You went down and got tires when about half the field chose not to, and I think definitely could have been interesting if we didn't end up with any of those cautions trying to regain that track position, but obviously got those cautions helped you out with getting back out to the front to be able to get the win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, race started off good. I kind of let Dylan take I try to just use Dylan as a pace car because I don't like to go too hard at the beginning. Because I hate just, being at the mercy of other people later when, they have better tires than you. So, and then, yeah, I took tires and I don't know why, but I waited so long to go into the pit. I guess maybe to, so that he couldn't, but didn't realize where the actual spot was that you could go into pit, and I actually got a black flag. So I had to end a line penalty, and then, yeah, made my way up, but yeah, no, the cautions helped for sure.
On that second to last run there, you were really making your way up through the field. So congratulations on a good win tonight, by the way. Describe to all of our viewers, what does it take to be a strong iRacing racer?
But that is a big question. I mean, so I think it takes knowing what the limit is. You know, finding where, you know, as fast as you can go without, you know, the car understeering too much or going off the, you know, the optimal line, I guess you could say. And then determining then, you know, based on how other people are running, you know, how you can run straighter exits and, you know, not be turning the wheel as much to, you know, save your tires and still be fast so that you can have, you know, a free advantage later on. Um, but yeah, it's really all about finding the correct line. I know I consult YouTube videos to learn and stuff, so that's definitely helped me out a lot. When I come into these races, I give like a Makoni video a look and then hop in and warm up. So and you know, I don't think anyone should have to figure it out for themselves. You know, it's right there. They're telling you what the optimal line is, you know, more or less. So yeah.
Right on. You got any shout outs or anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, just my dad for racing clean and bringing home a 1-2, and then my grandma's watching, so shout out to her.
Out to Grandma. Merry Christmas, Grandma Weiser. I hope you guys have a great Christmas season. Will have a great Christmas. Congrats again on the win, and take it easy. We'll see you back in a couple weeks.
Yep. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the stream, guys.
Bye, man.
All right, now we can grab the second Wiser. All right, Wiser number 2.
What's up, guys?
Hey, great run tonight. Obviously, it seemed like it took a little while, to get yourself situated up there towards the front, but once you were up there, obviously didn't have any trouble staying up there. How did you feel about the race?
Yeah, I had a nice clean race. I was trying to save tire those first couple runs, and I think it was working. If we would have won another 10 or 12 laps, I think I would have got to second anyways. But yeah, then the short run, it was just a matter of who pitted when, and I think I just happened to pit at the right time to get the fresh tires. So I was first car with fresh tires, and then the only guy that got by was Will because I was weak through turn 1 on that one restart.
We saw
You
yeah,
had a strong run there at the end for sure.
Yeah, I was bad on the restarts on the 1 and 2, so I don't know what I guess I need to practice that or something. I wasn't as aggressive as everybody else.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions. I always try to come up with a question for the podium guys now.
Yeah.
My question was going to be, great run. We know your mom was watching tonight. You had mentioned that to us, so we said Merry Christmas to your mom. But what inspires you to improve in iRacing? Like, where do you get your motivation and inspiration? Like, where do you get your drive to improve all the time?
You know, when I'm sitting here with basically the same equipment and same computer as my son, and I've watched him go from slower than me to ridiculously faster than me, I know there's more there. So I know it's me. It's not the equipment or the computer or anything like that. So I don't know. I just try to race clean and let the race come to me and try to finish in the top 5. To be honest, because I don't have the speed that these other guys have. Eric knows that. We've been racing together for like 3 years. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I can get speed. I don't know. I always tell my son I'm just too old because I'm 53.
Yeah.
I don't have the reaction speed he does. So
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
and I think the same thing because I'm pushing 50 myself, and I'm getting up there, and I'm like, well, my reaction time's not like when I was a kid or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I definitely have to agree with you on the age thing, and then just keeping your cool out there. But is there any shout outs? Anybody you want to thank? Anything you want to say to anybody while we have you in the broadcast?
Yeah, SBC Racing is our race team. Eric McCarthy, Will, and myself. We do some 24-hour races and stuff. Shout out to family members watching. Merry Christmas to you guys. Thanks for the broadcast. And yeah, I think I just hope I'm not copping out by saying I'm old, and that's the reason. But
No,
as
but
of
you want to know
now.
what?
Yeah.
But we gradually get better and better the more we turn laps, no matter what. So these kids will
Yeah.
have a little bit more speed, just like in the real life. I think they're going to find more speed, but it'll take us a little bit longer. But
Yeah.
once we get it, we're like, oh, haha.
Yeah, and he's basically my crew chief. Like he's telling me what line he thinks we should run, and I improve by that. So I probably gain a little bit, especially long runs, by listening to what he says to do on the long run.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, Merry Christmas to you,
Yep.
Dale, to your family, and have a great couple week break. We'll see you back here after then, and take
Yep.
it easy.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, guys.
You too. All right, so we can grab our last podium finisher, Dana Shepard. Hey, Dana, got you in the booth. You with us?
Hey, I got you. You got me?
Yeah, gotcha.
Loud and clear, buddy.
Congrats on a great run. I know, obviously, you had some setbacks there, but didn't let that slow you down any. Worked your way back up. Put yourself in a position to win. Obviously, couldn't quite catch up to those two guys in front of you, but heck of a run. Great points day. Moving on to the next round. Momentum's definitely a big thing. So, carry that over into the next week.
Well, definitely. I'm not a strong driver here at Dover, and my plan was just to be patient out here and trying to help coach my nephew Derek along too a little bit at the same time. But yeah, I had those two setbacks. I was pitting and I kept getting the black flag for passing, and I still don't know how that happened, but I had to go to the back twice. So still coming up to third with Dale and Will was pretty good.
Well, sometimes
It was a
iRacing
great spot.
is a fickle mistress when it comes to things like that, and unfortunately, it's out of our control.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of wondering. I'm looking around thinking I didn't pass anybody, but I just had to put my head down and I can't correct it. I can only move forward and guys were running pretty good. If they knew we were on better tires, they were giving us some space. A couple guys tried running us a little hard, but my pace was really for Will. Him and I were in the back at that last pit, and I really just wanted to pace with him, which obviously still worked.
You had a great run there, even with the couple black flag penalties. I was mentioning over the broadcast that, I know Dana. He's the one that's going to he'll take it calm. He'll persevere. He'll just buckle down, hold his line, and make his way up through the field. And that's exactly what you did with a fantastic third place finish. With those two setbacks that you had. What coming up with the third place finish, what motivated you to like get into iRacing? Like you're doing very well in the Tyler Daniels Racing League and other leagues. What motivated you to get into this?
Well, I was one of those pure kind of racers. I didn't really like watching iRacing, or I always thought of it as just a game. I know that makes people angry when they hear that, but I I really avoided it because I do the real thing. I mean, I've raced at Loudon, raced at Richmond, some old speedways like Concord down in North Carolina. I've done the real thing and been to these places, Oxford, Maine. So I just couldn't really bite the bullet on it until finally, after 2020, I kind of had to find other things to help occupy my time, and the wife finally agreed to let me do this.
I think 2020, a lot of things had to occupy our time in 2020 with, not being able to go anywhere. And that's where even myself was like, well, let me get another wheel. And then found out about iRace. I was watching it on TV. I was like, what is this? I thought there was no NASCAR. And it wasn't really NASCAR. So a lot of us found it at that time. But that's really good to know. I did mention earlier to the viewership that you did it in real life too. So I was always wanting to know what actually motivated you to get over to the iRacing realm. Is there anybody you want to thank? Any shout outs you want to give tonight before we break for 2 weeks here with Tyler Daniels Racing?
Well, definitely. I mean, we've got to thank Tyler Daniels for putting this whole thing on. I came in late to the season, didn't know what to expect, and after my next gen in NTRL, I thought I was going to take a break. So I was glad to have Brian invite me over, and I got to thank DEP, Daniel. He does these great paints. He was in here tonight with us, both Derek and I, talking to us, kind of coaching us, and I want to impress him because he spends all his time building these paints, and that's part of my motivation to do well, to get his paints out there. And I got to thank my family, for everybody for watches and supports everything. And we just did our charity race last night, and people donated, and that's who all the people I got to thank. My wife here, she's downstairs, let me have this time, and it's become a lot of fun, and I really really like running up front with these guys.
Merry Christmas to you, Ginger, and all the rest of the family. We'll see you back here in a couple weeks. Ethan, you got anything else for Dana?
I mean, just reiterating everything Josh said. I mean, obviously, heck of a job. Keep that up, and have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and you know, enjoy it, relax, and come back and ready to kick some butt with these guys.
Well, thank you guys. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. I really can't wait to get back into this. It's going to be a long couple weeks of no racing here, so I'll have to bite the bullet. Might find some things to do, but I really can't wait to get back here. So thank you guys.
Welcome. Talk to you soon. Well, Ethan, another Tyler Daniels Racing Next Gen Cup Series race in the books. Playoffs are heating up. We're going to be gone away, as we mentioned probably a few times, for a couple weeks for the holiday break. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to be happening here once we get back from the break. Sounds like people are just really going to buckle down when we get back, and it's off and running till the championship race.
Yeah, things are going to get a lot more hectic once we come back from the holidays, and guys kind of had it easy this round and didn't have to worry about getting eliminated. That is not going to be the case in the round of 12. We will absolutely have 4 active drivers that will end up getting eliminated unless we have some guys that decide not to show up, but hopefully we don't anticipate that to happen. And our next round, once we come back, we'll be back on January the 8th at Auto Club Speedway, and then the following on the 15th at Richmond. So we got 2 very different racetracks. A 2-mile oval that I'm sure many like myself wish was still there and didn't get demolished, and short 3/4 mile track. So going from a big track to a small track, and then we'll move on from there to the round of 8. And like I said, we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be interesting to watch the points and see. We do know that there's gonna be some guys that aren't gonna be able to. I think the Wisers are gonna be on vacation at some point, possibly during that round of 12. So that actually may end up giving 2 spots of relaxation for some guys, but it's still going to get down to the nitty gritty. You can't really be making too many mistakes, so it'll be fun, and I think it's going to be definitely enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited. It's going to be a long couple weeks, but we'll hibernate for 2 weeks. We'll get through the holiday season, spend some time with your loved ones, your friends, and your family. Ethan, from me and everybody at Garage 73, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family. And I hope everybody out there has an amazing Christmas. Are we going to do the rundown, or we pretty much already set that up?
Yeah, we can absolutely go ahead and do our rundown race results. Alright, so playoff race number 2 at Dover. Will Weiser gets the win. Dale Weiser finishes in 2nd. Dana Shepard 3rd. Dylan Banks in 4th after having numerous tough moments on the track. Still brings it home in the top 5. David Brown 5th. Bob Burlew, strong finish in 6th. Kind of a quiet. We didn't talk too much about Bob tonight. This is a good finish by Bob. Ty Bostic, obviously had the incident. Went 3 laps down, fought back, was in a position to win, got caught up in that altercation, but still strong finish. Robert Trask, awesome finish for him as well in 8th. Jim Downham 9th. Andrew Bisnet rounds out the top 10. Marty Brown 11th. Chuck McDonald 12th. Jeremy Gaiman 13th. Tracy Wooten 14th. Lonnie Mixon 15th. Dale Power 16th. Mike Mallory 17th. Toby Collins in the 18th position. Then we have Derek Donna, had a rough night. finishes in the 19th position. Ryan Walter, another one that we didn't expect to see have the issues that he had. 20th. Tyler Daniels, 21st. Cody Sayers, hopefully pronouncing that right, in the 22nd position, which rounds out the finishing order.
That was another fun one.
Absolutely. And again, we want to thank everybody for coming and supporting us over the course of this year. Means a lot. And if you aren't already subscribed or, hitting like on the stream and things like that, we'd definitely appreciate it if you would. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us grow. And we look forward to what we can accomplish next year. There'll still be some pop-up streams probably between now and the next broadcasted race. I'll still be doing some races, planning on doing a race here on Tuesday night, hopefully. Possibly TDR Xfinity race on Wednesday. And then from there, that might end up being it for the broadcast this year. And but we're going to be playing it by ear. But right now, if you're looking to watch some more, then be on the lookout on Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday is going to would be around 10 p.m. Eastern, and Wednesday is going to be the normal 8 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully we'll see you all then. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, once again to everybody, and stay safe over the holidays. And we will see you on the flip side of the calendar.
Everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Stay well, be well, stay safe.